Season's greetings, folks. We're back with another holiday reaction, and we're going to listen to another Christmas song from Brian McKnight's 2008 I'll Be Home for Christmas album. I've done two reactions to Brian McKnight's holiday music before, and I think there were a couple comments that it was so kind of R&B and different from more historical, traditional, or even like pop Christmas music that it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, and I totally respect that, but I do think he has a wonderful voice, and I'm keen to go through more of the CD, maybe one or two this holiday season, one or two next holiday season, and so on. And I've decided this time to listen to the title track of the album, I'll Be Home for Christmas. It's a song I enjoy a great deal, and I've learned a bit more about this holiday season, and that I didn't know going back years that it was specifically created during and in the wake of World War II, where many service members would not end up coming home for Christmas or couldn't come home for Christmas even if they were still alive, and their families and the service members themselves had a longing to be home and to feel a song that was about getting home for Christmas and celebrating the holidays, even if it was only in their dreams. So I found that very profound, and the song has kind of taken on new meaning for me. And we're going to listen to, as I said, Brian McKnight's version of it, which, again, I would expect to have some jazzy and or R&B styling. So let's give it a listen. This is Brian McKnight and his performance of I'll Be Home for Christmas from his Christmas album of the same name, 2008.
Please have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the light gleam. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Christmas Eve will find me where the light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my, only in my, only in my dreams. In my dreams.
I do love the instrumentation there, and once again, he has a fantastic voice. So I like it. It's certainly a jazzy style, and then maybe a bit touch of R&B flavor, but mostly a sort of down-tempo cafe jazz style, which I certainly enjoy. And the melody and the lines, they're standard, but the way he hits them, the specific speed or flow as he goes through them is a little different, and even the way he finishes it, where there's that repetition of "if only in my dreams," he does that ever so slightly differently. So it's the Christmas song everyone knows, but put into jazz clothes and like typical jazz, done with a bit of improvisational flair. So I really enjoy it, and I especially like the piano playing. I don't think that's him. At the very least, there has to be a drummer separate from whoever's playing the piano, and maybe Brian's just doing the vocals, and there is a pianist and a drummer on top of that. But yeah, it's a lovely, light little cafe jazz arrangement, and I think he has a beautiful voice, and when he goes higher, I think that's when the quality of his voice comes through very clearly. So again, jazz Christmas standards may not be everyone's favorite, and maybe even specifically, it's not about it being jazz, but maybe McKnight's rendition of some of these tunes won't do it for everybody. But I like going through different holiday CDs and performances of a lot of these tunes. So as I said, I thought it was cool, and I will go through at least maybe one more this holiday season, and we'll have more in the coming seasons. And thank you to all those who are watching the different holiday reactions. And of course, over the course of dozens of holiday reactions in a given season, there's going to be a few, whether this one or a classical music one, or a more like light kind of pop music one. They will of course be more or less preferred by different ears. So I completely get that. So don't feel bad if you were one of the folks who didn't quite identify with the first couple songs on this, or even this one. In any case, as I meander endlessly, happy holidays to all you folks from me and Luca, or from Luca and I. No, from me and Luca. And I will see you for the next one. Peace.